walked amongst his people, there came a time of dreadful cold. Streams and rivers turned to ice. Snow covered the land, and man could no longer hunt and fish for his food. Fires flickered and died. The people feared they would perish from hunger and cold. But Lord Glooskap heard their cries. He strode through the forest, seeking the cause of their misfortune. Edge of the trees, on a wide white plain, he came face to face with the terrible giant Winter. As they stood together, each could feel the strength of the other. The giant lit a pipe and smoked in silence for a time. Then he offered it to his visitor. Glooskap smoked and listened as Winter began to speak. Soon the listener fell into a charmed sleep. The giant talked on. His voice was the voice of Frost, and with its magic spell, he hoped to keep Glooskap a prisoner forever. Through the mists of sleep, Glooskap heard his messengers, the loons. They told him that in a land far to the south lived a beautiful princess who could bring hope to his people. Held captive by the spell of Frost, Glooskap slept on, but his magic too was powerful. After many months, he broke free from the cold enchantment and fled toward the great sea water. He stood at the shore and called to the spirits of the deep to help him. Soon a great whale appeared. Glooskap rode on her back until they reached the land of which the loons had spoken. Here the grass was soft and green. Little streams ran beneath trees clouded with blossom. Flowers turned their faces to the sky, and bright birds and butterflies filled the air. There was a sound of music. Glooskap listened. Then, in a clearing, he saw a group of lovely maidens weaving garlands of fragrant flowers. In their midst stood a girl of such perfect beauty that Glooskap knew his search had ended. This was the princess he was seeking. She was Summer, the fairest summer of all. Just then, the loons flew over the clearing, and the maidens turned to watch the strange birds. In that instant, Glooskap spirited away their princess and held her by his magic. He carried Summer so lightly that he skimmed the treetops as he set out for the north again. Yet the way was long, and a moon passed before he stood once more in the snows of winter and faced the giant. Now, with summer by his side, Glooskap had the stronger magic. He talked, and sweat beaded the giant's brow and ran down his face. Still he talked, and winter slowly began to melt away. "Stop!" cried Winter. "You have won!" Then the snow disappeared, and the land reawakened. Glooskap said to the princess, "Your coming brings joy to my people. They welcome you and beg you to stay. When 6 moons have passed, you may return for a season to your home in the south. Then winter may visit us like a brother, as once he did." Now, each year, when it is time for the princess to come to Glooskap's people, winter retreats, and the land wakens again to summer.